Choose the work that you love or love the work that you chose is the usual mantra. Choosing the work that you love to do is understandable. It also gives you a great motivation. But is it possible to keep that love for the work forever? I mean, at least as long as the goal of the job is reached. Many people say that they love their work. Is it true? Do they really love their work even if it's so routine? Is it really possible to keep holding the love for your work till you reach your target, even if you are provided with a positive and nice environment? Did you ever feel that at the beginning you loved your job and later got bored of it? Well, I feel that it's very common to lose interest or love frequently in the work that you are doing. Due to different reasons, we somehow come back to the work again or try to develop love again by making some auto suggestions or approaching some motivational techniques. There are 4 different reasons that collectively or in combinations or individually drive us to come back to the work again. Those are the economic pressures or needs, a social pressure, self-inflicted pressure, and work for your joy. So let's look at the reason number 1. Work due to economic pressure. So here you need the job for your survival. You also have rare possibilities to get another job if you lose this. Second one is work due to social pressure. So once I choose a job that I love, if it is not holding my love anymore after some time, I always worry about what others think if I quit this job. And third one is work to prove yourself. This is self-inflicted pressure. So here you don't have the survival pressure, you don't care what others think of you, but you want to prove yourself to yourself. And the fourth one is work for your joy. Here you don't have survival pressure, you don't care what others think of you, you don't even want to prove yourself, but you just do that for your joy. If you don't like it at any point of time, you can simply quit it and pick another one. So usually the rich have this chance. In all the above cases, one either holds on to their jobs even if they don't like, or get bored, or they keep changing the work because they don't find joy constantly. All of these do not lead to the success. Therefore, all the above said people need to find a way where they all can enjoy their work forever. Whether they enjoy it or not, at least they should not get bored of their work, at least until they reach their target. Is there a single solution for such work endurance for all these 4 cases discussed? Before going to that solution, let us take a look at some currently prevalent concepts which actually promises you to keep you on your work track. Desire is a preliminary required thing to keep you on the track of work constantly. As long as you have a strong desire, you do not need any auto-suggestions or any other temporary motivations to keep you on the track of the work. But the problem arises only when you lose that desire during the course of time. Is it wrong to lose the desire during the course of time? Absolutely not. It is very common to lose this because your mind keeps evolving during the course of time, and now you find the desire that you had at the beginning is somewhat weaker. But is it now the right thing to leave your work due to this loss of desire? No, because constantly changing the work does not lead to the success. So, one has to stick to the work that one initiated and somehow overcome the lost desire. What is the best way to do that? If you lose motivation, you can somehow regain it by various means. But if you lose desire, how do you get it back? Auto-suggestions? Constant auto-suggestion creates stress. You are giving auto-suggestions means you are training your mind against its interest. Love for your work, when you need to reach a target, you need to go through different kinds of work packets. So here you might love one kind of work packet and not the other. This again causes stress. Even if you choose only a single work packet which you love the most, first of all, the love will not stay for long. Secondly, constantly doing it for a long time makes you feel that you are working like a machine and again causes stress. If you love your work at this moment, it's definitely going to disappear in the near future, which may appear again after some time. This wave constantly creates stress in your mind. The time that takes to reach your goal also prolonged in this way. You will reach the aim, of course, but is it worth it to attain your goals in this way? Love is a wave created when you meet the string of a bondage. Love is an emotion. It's temporary. No mind can hold any emotion for a long time. Once it's disappeared, there will be an opposite depression wave. Love for your aim? Well, if you love your aim, there are two possibilities that can disturb the love for your aim. One is, of course, as I said, the love is temporary. The second one is the aim may communicate with you sometimes in a negative direction and that may disappoint you. Let's see how that can happen. For example, as a doctor, your aim is to serve the patients, or your aim is to get a reputation as a great doctor. And let's say you love your aim. After a successful progress of some time, if you are sued by a patient and your reputation is destroyed, now you have less patients visiting you than earlier. How do you feel? Your aim communicated with you now and you did not like the language your aim used. Has your love for your aim now changed? I think yes. As a leader, you worked for the people for a long time and now the people did not vote for you. Though your love is for the betterment of the lives of the people, once you lose their trust, your love for your aim changes. Probably you work for your own satisfaction. Your aim is your self-satisfaction. This is again with no sense. What causes you self-satisfaction again brings you to the first question. Is money your aim? Just love for money cannot put you on the constant work track, because the more money you earn, the less work you do, since money works for you to get more money. Is there a way by which you sustain doing your work even when you neither love or hate it, to get work endurance? The answer is yes. It is nothing but the two-way clarity of why you do this and why you do this. Desire can make you drive efficiently as long as it stays in your mind. But during the course of time, since you develop mental maturity, your mind reduces the desire and searches for something else. That is nothing but for the clarity of why you do this and why you do this. If you still cannot establish clarity, then you stop there. Auto-suggestions, love for your work or aim, money, all these factors can help you to drive for short distance or for short time. Only the clarity of why you do this and why you do this can give you a stressless drive till the end, as they serve as side walls to the narrow bridge on which you are driving. So, how to make this two-way clarity? Establishing the clarity of why you do this is nothing but the final outcome or the result expected with a particular job or a project. Every project plan is written and executed with this clarity in the first priority. What is interesting and a bit difficult is to establish the clarity of why you do this, which is often neglected. This is the most important thing in your lives, and to explain which this video is made. Whatever job or work you choose to do, establishing the clarity of why you do this is the most important thing. Failing to do which causes you fall into the cycles of traps of short-term motivational accessories like desire, auto-suggestions, love for work or love for aim, etc. Well, how to establish this? Why you do this is always linked with your personal capabilities, your economic, family, physical, and psychological strengths or situations, etc. One always should choose a work or job or responsibility which fulfills or utilizes 100% of his or her capabilities. To get clarity, one should identify his own intrinsic strengths, capabilities, and other silver spoon gifts like wealth, health, power, etc. What is the difference between auto suggestion and the clarity of why? Giving auto suggestions to keep you on the track of work is something like this. A child can be given some strict and blunt instructions on what is right thing to do and what is not when the child is not in the age of understanding the why. But when the child is at an age capable of understanding the why and you do not clarify the why but still give instructions to follow the rules, it creates stress in that child. Auto suggestions do not fill in clarity in people's mind. It only forces them again towards the desire. So, the flowchart goes like this. You identify your inner capabilities. Once you identify your inner capabilities, you have to analyze your positive accessories like your health, physical and mental strengths, wealth, and other supports that you have. Third one, now you pick your inner capabilities which suits best for a project or which you can apply for the betterment of current society. Once you establish this tripod, now this will become your duty. Your interests are not relevant here because interest may mislead you. Interest will mask your inner capability. Your interests may not lie within the range of your capabilities. Your interests should not search for your inner capabilities because it creates a pseudo capability for you. Instead, your inner capability should create interest in you. For example, Einstein's interest towards physics was created by his inner capabilities to think and analyze. If you are inspired by him and want to become like him without analyzing your inner capabilities, you may achieve something in that direction, but you lose you. You don't fulfill what your inner capabilities intended for. You must appreciate Einstein, but you need to think twice if you want to get inspired from him or from anyone else for that matter. To be crisp and simple, when your intrinsic capabilities, your silver spoon gifts, your physical and mental strengths are not insufficient to do a particular thing for the betterment of the society, that automatically becomes your duty within the laws of the land. The more clarity you have on why you do this and why you do this, the more simple and frictionless the ride will be. The more you enjoy your ride. Is it possible to reach the goal even without establishing those two whys? Yes, of course. But it's like a large storm lifted you and you suddenly landed on the top of a Mount Everest, where luck favored you. You realize you are on the top but did not enjoy the ride. This achievement doesn't make sense. On the other hand, when luck doesn't favor you, it's like you ride your bicycle only with first or second gears to reach your destination. These gears are nothing but desire, love for work, or love for your aim, etc. In order to enjoy the ride, one needs to know how to get to the top gear to enjoy the ride. The top gear is nothing but the knowledge why you do what you are doing. The low gears are powerful and drain your energy but work for a short time to get you back to the work track for a short time. Eventually, one should learn to reach the top gear to make the ride smooth. Human beings are born to enjoy the ride, to enjoy the present, not necessarily to achieve goals. But goals must be set to get the direction of the ride, to make the ride more enjoyable. only with the clarity of why you do this, you can enjoy this ride. This is your top gear.